Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS news for Monday, January 13. A new National Earthquake Readiness Committee will soon be established by the government to better prepare Jamaicans for the natural disaster. Local Government and Community Development Minister Desmond McKenzie made this announcement during a recent town hall meeting in Port Antonio, Portland. He says the National Earthquake Readiness Committee is to be linked to the National Disaster Council and work along with the National Building Advisory Council. It's part of measures to increase engagement with stakeholders on this issue of disaster. The committee will be headed by Roger Smith from the National Works Agency. Other members will be pulled from the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, the Jamaica Fire Brigade, and the Jamaica Master Builders Association. In addition, Minister McKenzie says a number of well-known Jamaicans have already indicated their willingness to serve on the National Earthquake Readiness Committee. They will examine and make specific recommendations to the government on how to ensure that buildings are constructed in accordance with the various building acts. The local government minister says this is important as more buildings are being constructed, some in areas that are threatened by natural disasters. A new agricultural transformation project is set to start in St. Catherine in just a few months as government takes steps to create more wealth among local farmers.
In fact, in the Bernard Lodge and in the Innswood areas of St. Catherine, we are going to be seeing over the next 6 to 12 months, a transformation starting with 6,000 acres of land, in which we have a dynamic partnership of large and small farmers.
Minister of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries, Audley Shaw, made this announcement recently as he addressed the USAID Farmer to Farmer 2020 conference held at the Ligonier Club in New Kingston. He says the agricultural transformation project will enable production diversification using irrigation technology from Israel, which has a rich agriculture sector that is supported by extracting salt from seawater to irrigate their lands.
In the 60s, we were at the same level of per capita income in the 60s. They are now at $40,000 US. We're at $6,000 US. And we have the potential for agricultural productivity that is far superior to Israel. So we have to inspire ourselves that why should we be importing mango puree and soursop puree to process mango juice and soursop juice and sell it to Jamaicans and to our tourists.
The project will involve the mother farm concept, where the smaller farmers will get technology support, upfront capital injection, proper fertilization, and guaranteed markets. The Tourism Ministry is pushing to rebrand its annual coffee festival into a product, more than just an event. The aim is to drive marketing arrangements to increase local and international visitors to the festival and create an avenue for more international buyers of the local product. The third annual Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival is slated for March 19 to 21, with the final day being staged at Newcastle in St. Andrew.
After 3 years, we've been able to learn a lot. We've been able to hone our skills in putting this arrangement together, to package it. And now we are at a position where we can create the Coffee Festival product, which can now be again inserted in the market, be tied into packages that we'll be selling to visitors.
Minister Bartlett was speaking at the festival launch last Thursday. The event is being hosted under the ministry's Gastronomy Tourism Network and is Jamaica's flagship coffee festival. More than 4,000 patrons were at the 2019 event. The Custos of Manchester has teamed up with the police division in the parish to launch a crime and violence reduction group. The group includes Superintendent of Police for Manchester, Gary Francis, and Deputy Superintendent Elsa Smith of the Manchester Community Safety and Security Branch, as well as representatives from the Northern Caribbean University, Church Teachers College, and other educational, faith, and community-based organizations. Professionals include pastors, counselors, psychologists, social workers, and security personnel. The Custos Rotalorum of Manchester, Garfield Green, convened the group of concerned administrators and organization leaders recently to provide support to the Manchester Police and citizens of the parish. A statement from the Office of the Custos says the group will work on addressing social ills within the parish, for which 36% of the total crimes reported are related to domestic violence and disputes. Interventions will include a directory of counseling professionals, which can be accessed by members of the public. The full scope and mandate of the newly convened group will be unveiled in the weeks ahead. Phase 1 of the construction of a tuition-free school being built in St. Catherine at a cost of $10 million is slated for completion by June. The institution's construction is being spearheaded by charity organization Crystal House Jamaica, with its parent body based in the United States. Minister with Oversight for Education Carl Samuda toured the project site on Friday and told the JIS News that the government welcomed the undertaking.
I think that it is a gesture that is one of a kind, and it's one that Jamaica will serve Jamaica in an extraordinary way at this time when we are focusing on the development of our greatest asset, our human asset.
The first phase of construction entails building out the kindergarten block through to grade 6. Phase 2 involves the erection of a secondary school block with grades 7 to 13 classrooms, and that is slated to start in 5 years. Crystal House International's Senior Vice President, Treasurer, and Chief Financial Officer Joseph Snyder says the organization is proud to have been able to pilot the project in Jamaica.
Our first year of operations, we will actually admit grades K through 2. So 180 children will be served in our first year of operations here starting this summer.
The institution is being built on approximately 10.4 acres of land in Twickenham Park and will cater to 840 students from communities in Spanish Town deemed to be underserved. And finally, grade 4 students will sit their component of the primary exit profile on Thursday, June 25 and Friday, June 26, 2020 in language arts and mathematics performance tasks. The grade 4 performance task examinations seek to assess students' achievement of the National Standards curriculum and their literacy and numeracy skills. The Education Ministry will be providing teachers with guidance as to how they can prepare their students for the new assessment. According to a bulletin from the ministry, all students will sit the examinations in centers presided over by external invigilators. The primary exit profile examination is a series of tests taken by students in grades 4 to grade 6. It replaces the GSAT as the National Secondary School Placement Test. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.